Welcome to my Witchcraft chord melody guitar lesson. Hi, my jazz friends all over the world. My name is Sandra Sherman and I simplify jazz for you. You can download all the lesson material like the tab and the backing track for this lesson from the link down below in the info box. Sometimes it's right next to the video. Please give this video a fat thumbs up, subscribe my channel and hit that little bell notification so you never miss a thing. And now let's get started. We're in the key of F major and we have a 40-bar song form, A, B, C, D, and another A. That seems to be pretty long, but it's really not that hard, I promise. We start with that F major 13 chord in the beginning. Is derived from this F major that you probably know. Exchange the C for a D and you get an F major 13 chord. And we have the same rhythm throughout the A and the B section. One and we start on an offbeat. Then I play the bass again and then the upper three notes. So I get this groovy kind of thing. Okay. On beat 4, I play that passing note, the melody, E. And then I wrap my fingers around for an F major 7 with the A in bass. Because otherwise I would have to jump to this chord. I prefer this one. So here's the A and here's the F root. Okay. Then I play that F here, and then I plug the strings again for the full chord on beat 2 and. So that's my rhythm here. And that continues through the A and B section. Now we have an A flat diminished chord. That's just a passing chord, does not have a 5 function. So that's the A flat diminished. It just connects from that A in bass we had before to the next chord, which is going to be a G in bass. So A flat diminished, bass, upper 3 strings, melody note on the 5th, and the whole chord again. Then I go out to the F, and then I need to have an A flat diminished again, because it's always 2 bars. There's no way I can play that, but the fun thing is, diminished chords repeat themselves all 3 frets. So 1, 2, 3. I'm on B diminished, which is the exact same thing as A flat diminished. And now I can catch that F on top, right? So I play. Cool. Now let's go to G minor 7. Actually, you should bar it. Don't play the A string though. 1 and bass, upper 3 strings, E in a melody. Now we don't have 2 bars of it because it's a 2-5-1. Now we have that 5 chord C7. I played this simple cowboy chord. I could have also played this one, but in this case this is easier to change. You will see why in a second. It's easier to change here. Then I go out to that F, and now in 2 and I change to an C9 sus4 chord with that F again, because on beat 1 and 3, or in this case on beat 2 and syncopated, I should have a chord again. So what I do is then I glide out for that E, right? You could everything have played with. That's easier, but that's cooler, right? And then the resolution chord is F major 7. Also, I'm already here then for this F major 7. F major up until the B string. And F6. We need the D on top now, so that's F, A, D. And then a little fill, a 2-5 that takes me to the B section. The B section starts with a B flat, so a 2-5 is C minor and F. C minor 9 here. F13. Just a little break. Ba ba ba. And that was the A section, and I'm gonna be playing it now for you at slow tempo. Here we go. 3, 4. check out my 35 beginner chord melody jazz standards if you want to add some real popular standards to your repertoire. You get the PDF tabs and the Guitar Pro tabs, including standard music notation, and of course you get all the detailed video tutorials. There is a link down below this video in the description box that leads you to the 35 jazz standards. And the bundle price is a real bargain, so grab yours now. And here's the B section, and we start on the 4th degree of the F major. That's B flat major here. Again, rhythm stays the same. 1 and bass, up higher 3 notes. To the G here. Then I shape a B flat 6 chord. It's easier. You could also play a B flat major 13. They both have the 13 or 6 on top. Why is this one called a major 13 and this a 6? Because the major 13 has the 7th in there. 7 and 6 is 13, major 13. While the B flat 6 chord, which I play now, does not have a 7th in there, so it's just B flat 6. It's just easier to fret. Then go over to the A. And a B flat inversion, B flat major 7 inversion, the same we had in F here. Remember, the root was on the D string, not on the E string. You gotta memorize where your roots are. So here, and then you shape the rest of the chord. Now you have a B flat major 7 with the D in bass. Then pinky goes to the 9th fret, and then we go to the B flat 6 here. Right? So these are 2 bars of B flat major 7. Then E flat 9, 1 and, here is the E flat 9 chord, 1 and G, and another E flat 9 now, this one. That's too tricky, you can omit the root and just play it like this, that's really easier. So then you put your index in, play an E flat 9 sus4, put it out again, and the F is the melody that leads us to A flat major 13, but that's in a second. So let's revisit. And now the resolution A flat major 13, 1 and G on top. G7 sharp 5 is the 5 chord that's going to resolve to C9 in the next bar. Okay, here is your root, G7 sharp 5. Push your pinky below it or just bar over. The pinky, in this case I prefer the pinky, because then you're free to go to that F melody. And now C9, right? Then a little break, a little fill, bass, upper, upper, whole chord again, right? And then the pickup to the chorus, actually, C-Section. Witchcraft. So that's the melody, C, D, and I harmonize it in the key of F, still. Harmonize it with a third below in the key of F. A third below in the key of F for that C is A, and the third below for the D is B flat. Okay, so here is the complete B section at slow tempo for you. 3, 4, 1. You can help to keep the free video tutorials of this channel running by becoming a member of the channel, and you can do so by clicking the join button right next to the subscribe button, which also grants you access to my mini lessons. You can also say a little thank you by clicking the thanks button and donate a little something. This really helps with the productions of the videos. Thanks a lot. All right, and here's the chorus, the actual chorus. That's the C section. Da-da, witchcraft. Mm-hmm. And we had that pickup already. Leads us to F6-9. The root would be here. We don't have it right in here. Witchcraft. Witchcraft. But now we go to that original F6/9 chord. This was the upper chord. And now to the inner four strings. F, A, D, G. F6/9. Both are F6/9s. Then a little fill with just the A, D, and G strings. Play that twice. Pick up again. And now we go to B flat 13. And then I go to the comping voicing, which always has the bass included. Fill. Just the 3 lower strings. Pick up again. And now we have a bunch of F6/9 chords. And let them all kind of ring together. Da, da. So it's the upper 4, middle 4, upper 4, middle 4. Make sure we hear that melody. Okay? That was not good, actually. That's why I prefer to play with the fingers hybrid picking, because then the melody is more precise. If you strum through it, you could catch it once, the next time you don't catch it, so it's not as clear. And now I'll try it. Da, 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 leading us to B half diminished, a 2-5-1 in A minor. Here's a B half diminished with the root on the D string. A little fill, because these the melody now lasts for a whole bar. Now the 5 chord is an E7 altered chord, because it resolves to a minor chord. Then you always need to alter, and I played in the shape of B diminished. Again, I said that so many times in my tutorials already. As a regular watcher, you should know this already. You can play a diminished chord from every chord tone of an altered chord, of a dominant chord, the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, and a flat 9, not the root. In this case, the 5th, B diminished. So that's an E7 flat 9 chord now. And again, I play the bass and the upper 3 to fill. So. And that resolves to A minor in the next section. First, let me repeat the entire C section for you at slow tempo. 3, 4. And here's the D section. Is my favorite section. Actually, you can really dig in. It's A minor 7, upper voicing. Here's the A's on the D string. I play the bass again, the upper 3, and A minor 9. There is no A in there, so you have to memorize your virtual root, which would be on the 5th fret, right? So we start on one end, actually. 1 and 3, 4. Next bar, play it again. Then you play that A on top. The whole chord again, because we're close to count 3. That's 2 end. Because this rhythm is syncopated, we have nothing on count 3. So the chord is put on 2 end, right? Go 1 to the left for that G sharp, but stay barred. Just don't have the pressure on all 4 strings, just on that one. So you need to watch out where you have your pressure. These are muted actually. And back to the A minor. That's quicker than jumping around, all right? So, and then you repeat these 2 bars. 1 and... And now almost the same on the G minor 7. G minor 9. It's actually exactly the same thing. And then we go to A flat minor 9. Remember, here's your virtual root. The 5 chord, D flat 9 13. That comes from this D flat 9 chord plus the 13 on top. But it's hard to do, so don't play the bass anymore. It's easier to fret. So A minor 9, A flat minor 9 to D flat 9 13. And to G minor 7 fill. To C7 flat 9. That's a 2-5. That's C flat, C7 flat 9 is G diminished, G being the fifth of the C. We learned that before. And here is the D section at slow tempo for you. 3, 4, 1. So for that last A section, please repeat the first 5 bars of the A section, and then we jump to the coda, which is C7, the F, and then we go up there, C13, 9, derived from this chord, the 9th on top, and then we just play the inner 2 strings again, because we need that melody. You could also play it alone, or... and then we go to F6. For the ending chord, F on top for a major chord type voicing, you always play the F6. So this is your coda. I hope you liked my witchcraft tutorial and give it a fat thumbs up. Please just subscribe the channel and hit that little bell notification so you never miss a thing. And I hope to see you next week. Servus, Baba.